Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. It is currently the end of August and the summer has just flown by. It is still well over 100 degrees here every single day in Vegas, so I won't be cooling off anytime soon, but in my mind, I'm really looking forward to transitioning into fall makeup. And today I wanted to do a recreation of this makeup look that to me is fall perfection. This influencer has popped up on my Instagram Explore page so many times, so I finally started following her because I just fell in love with her aesthetic. Her makeup is always flawless, and she does a look like this or similar quite often. And while some might say it's a seasonless look, there's just something about that soft, smoky eye and that shade of lip color that just screams fall to me. This video is in partnership with Merit Beauty. They are bringing back my Risa's Favorites set. My custom set contains the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick, a Shade Slick, a Flush Balm, Clean Lash Mascara, and their must-have brush number 1. Purchased separately, you would pay $150 for this set. But my wonderful Risa Does Makeup viewers can save $22 and purchase my custom set for $128 if you go through the link provided down below in the description box of this video. For this tutorial, I will be using all of the products in this set, as well as a few supplemental products here and there. And I am beginning with a new and exciting product from Merit. This is their brand new Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. Depending on when this video goes live, it will either have just launched or will be launching this week. I personally have been testing this out for about 3 weeks now, and Merit assured me that if I did not love this new moisturizer, I did not have to speak about it, but I honestly fell in love with it the first time I used it. Like all Merit products, this is designed to not clog your pores. I absolutely love the texture of this moisturizer. It's not too thin, it's not too thick, and I love how it seems to blur my skin like a primer, but still hydrates very well like a moisturizer should. And what you want to do immediately after applying this moisturizer before it fully dries down is to go in and apply your sunscreen and then your foundation if you choose to wear one. This was one of Merit's most requested products to make, so you might want to shop this product before it could sell out. I have been using Merit products for about 9 months now. By the way, this is the Minimalist. I'm using the shade Ochre. This is excellent for just a quick everyday makeup look. And I'm blending it out with the number 1 brush that is in my custom set. And as I was saying, these products have just really simplified my makeup routine. Not only do I use this as a light coverage, quick foundation, but I also use it as concealer. I was recently in Europe and it was so insanely hot there. I was so glad that at the last minute, I threw into my makeup bag 2 more Merit products. I had already put in the Clean Lash Mascara because this is the best for when you're hot and sweaty and you don't want your mascara to run and smudge. So I had that in my makeup bag already, but then I tossed in this Minimalist stick and one of my Flush Balms that I just used to apply to my cheeks real quickly and to my lips, and you'll see it demonstrated again as I go through this makeup tutorial. But I'm telling you, when you're in that kind of heat, you do not want to be wearing any thick foundation. You really don't want to have much makeup on at all. So that's really all I did. I would apply this complexion stick, used it as my concealer as well, very haphazardly as you can see. I'm being very messy, but yeah, this is what I did. And then I would just add in a little brow gel, the mascara, no eyeshadow, a little bit of the Flush Balm on my cheeks and lips, and that was it. Now I know what you might be thinking, Risa, the tutorial you're supposed to be showing us is for more of a full glam fall look, and I'm going to get there. But I just wanted to show you really quickly how easily you can apply this Minimalist stick as both your foundation and concealer for an extremely natural look. But yes, because the look I am attempting to recreate is a little bit more full glam, I am going to also go in with a little liquid foundation on top. And as we go into fall, I know a lot of people do transition into wearing a little bit more coverage because we're not going to be, well, I'll be sweating for a couple more months. But I grew up in Michigan and I lived in Minnesota, and the temperature definitely starts going down in September. So for those of you that don't live in an insanely hot climate like I do, you may be reaching for your more full coverage foundations. And as always, I know I mentioned I would have the link to my custom Merit Risa's Favorite set in the description box. I will also have the links to everything else I am using today. And this brush is so good. You can use this obviously for foundation. You can use it to blend in contour. You can use it to blend in blush, cream blush. And you saw I was being a little bit haphazard with the concealer application, so I'm going to apply a little bit more right here. I'm also going to blend that out over my lid and use that as my eyeshadow primer. And I don't think I mentioned this yet, but for those of you that might be new to my channel, I have oily skin. I'm 51, so I have mature skin, but I have mature oily skin. And that seems to be a little bit more rare than mature dry skin. So I am going to powder everything down. And you can see, even though I put on a foundation over my minimalist stick, it still doesn't look thick or heavy or cakey. And now I'm going to take another look at my inspo pick. And I'm going to use just a little bit of bronzer because she does appear to have some contouring slash bronzing going on. So I am going to kind of do both with my bronzer, add a little bit of color to my skin, and then also just contour my nose a little bit. In my dreams, I have a nose like she does. I have been thinking about at least going for a consultation to have my nose redone due to the fact that I still have a very deviated septum. Over the years, one of my nostrils has collapsed, so I don't know. I'm thinking about, as I said, just maybe getting a consultation. But honestly, the thought of having it revised and it looking even worse is kind of terrifying. All right, she has some lovely fluffed up, brushed up brows, so I am going to go ahead and do that. Okay, brows are done. Now we're going to go into these soft, smoky eyes. And the second I saw this eye makeup, I immediately thought of the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use a mid-size fluffy brush, go into that first shade in the palette, and just sort of run that through my crease and a little bit higher up. I have hooded eyes. The model in the photo does not. So I have to do things a little bit differently. I actually went in and mixed the first two shades because I felt like I wasn't getting enough color with just the one. So I am going a little bit higher than where my crease would be if I had one, because I want you to be able to actually see the eyeshadow. And I'm going to leave the lid bare for now. And it is really, really important to keep your eyes open and look straight into the mirror when you're doing eyeshadow on hooded eyes. Again, if you're new to my channel and perhaps you struggle with hooded eyes, I hope that you will check out my hooded eye playlist because I have lots of tips and tricks. I even have a masterclass on how to apply eyeshadow to hooded eyes. All right, so we are blended out, and I turn my head a little bit so that I can really wing out that eyeshadow and I don't stop too short of where I want the lift to be. And there seems to be like a soft gray on her lid, so I'm going to take another brush. I think it's actually the same one, and I'm using the last two shades in this palette, the gray and the black, and just tapping off any excess, and then I'm applying that right to my lid. And then I'm just going to go back and forth until I have the my desired depth of color. Okay, so this is what we have for the eyes so far. She seems to have a very light inner corner. And you can honestly use any white or ivory that you have and pop that in the corner. Actually, this is not light enough, I don't think. And Lighten from Rare Beauty never fails on the inner corner. It is perfect. I'm going pretty heavy-handed with this. And I'm also going to pop a little bit of that right underneath the arch of my brow as well. Okay, might go back and add a little bit more later. I'm not sure. Now, her eyeliner comes all the way into a point, and then she has a wing, which is really a struggle for my eye shape. There's just something about the way my eyes go down on the inner corners and on the outer corners that just makes it extremely difficult to get that look. Because my eyes have such a steep slope on the inner corners, it seems to disappear very, very quickly and smudge very, very quickly. But I'm going to attempt it anyway. And I'm going to go back into that palette, spray an angled brush with a little Fix Plus. I'm going to be very, very quiet and play music for you as I do this, because this type of eyeliner takes a lot of concentration. The black in this palette is not like the deepest black ever, so I may go over it to make it a little bit darker, but for the initial line, just because it is so challenging to do, I wanted to use something that was a little bit less pigmented, just to get the shape first, and then, like I said, I'll go over it with a little bit of a darker black. If you wanted it to be really bold and you have a steady hand, you could even do a liquid eyeliner. So now that I do have that initial wing down, and I think it looks pretty good, I'm gonna go in with a more jet black. Getting that inner corner, that inner wing is so difficult. So yeah, we're definitely not going to call this a beginner-friendly tutorial. And by the way, I am very gently tugging on my eye. It might look like I'm not being so gentle, but I promise you I am very gently tugging. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good with the eyes so far. She does appear to have a little bit of shadow smudged along the lower lash line as well. I'm going to take those first brown tones that I used and run those along the outer portion of my lower lash line. I'm taking a little bit of the black, using this teeny tiny rougher brush number 23. I'm kind of attaching the lower lash line to that wing. Back in with that angled brush and a little black gel eyeliner, and I'm going to place that in my lower waterlines. You could also use an eyeliner pencil. Now it's time to curl my lashes, tightline my upper waterlines, and apply the Merit Clean Lash Mascara. As I mentioned earlier, this is the mascara I wore every day walking around Europe. I was actually on a cruise, but it made 4 stops, and then we were in Barcelona for several days. Well, not several, like we were there 2 days before and 1 full day after, and it was so hot. But this mascara did not smudge It did not run, it did not flake, and I was sweating profusely. And look at those lashes. They're lengthened, they're separated. This is such a nice mascara. And it's a tubing mascara, which means that it will only come off with warm water and your fingertips. Easy, easy, clean removal. And in the photo, she clearly has some mascara on her lower lash lines as well. This is my pitch to Merit to make this mascara in brown as well. Please, please, please. I am going to pop on just a couple corner lashes. For that, I just cut off the corners of my BK Beauty Stiletto lashes. It's seriously just like 2 little clusters. See how it just gave that little lifted extra oomph on the outer corner? For the soft pink cheeks, I'm applying the Flush Balm in the shade Stockholm. This product blends out seamlessly and looks so natural. For my lips, I'm lining them with a mid-toned mauvey brown. Then I'm applying the Merit Signature Lipstick in the shade Ginger. And to give the final look that more berry tone, I'm topping it with the Merit Shade Slick in Mapleton. Here's the completed look in natural light using my iPhone. And here's the finished look in my studio lighting. I think it came out pretty close, especially considering I'm probably 25 years older than the models whose makeup I was trying to recreate, and I also have a very different eye shape. Okay, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, all of the products I used today will be listed and linked down below in the description box. I will also have the very first link will be the link to my Merit Risa's Favorites custom set. As you saw, I did use all of the products in my custom set to achieve this look, and you are definitely going to want to get your hands on the new Merit Great Skin Moisturizer. If it is your first time purchasing from Merit, you will receive all of your goodies in this adorable signature Merit bag. As always, if you did enjoy this video, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. All you have to do is just hit that subscribe button and you will become a part of the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new content at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My username is the same on every platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.